I don't intend this to last too much longer than a minute, but it might. I want it to be a short where people can get the gist. This is the heart of invisibility and holodecks, the inverse relationship between cloaking and an interesting congruency of light paths only through systems of individual 3D pixel units. A single 3D pixel unit, only the single straight light path is preserved and in only a straight projection. The cross section of an invisible cube light interface system, light going in, light going out. The interface, this is the box form, and this is my closest attempt at proving the inverse relationship between invisibility and holodecks relationship in a very crude high-tech form. Only wanted a proof of concept model that would send a beam of light laser through the entire optical system as predicted. And this is the closest I've come to actually building this model to prove not only that light through an interface would send it through as if nothing was there in a very crude way using a laser. See, that's the interface inside. The interface is the concentrated volume of the object. It could be any shape. I chose a cube. That's the interface inside. And that's the inside of the interface, inside the shell of the object. But I don't know if I'm just stating the obvious or if I find it fascinating and that there's something to it, that a single 3D pixel unit, only the straight line projection is preserved. Any other attempt, even at this angle, when it's done at this angle, the straight line still would take up that angle, so it's wrong. And the angle right here would be projected straight down. If you can see that, it would be projected straight down, coming out. I didn't shorten the size of the pixel, 3D pixels. But if you have a number of these correspondences, I guess, not just one strand, but many strands that make up the angles where it comes in and goes out. Only in a group, in a system, do they work to complete the path through the space that's being cloaked, and its inverse byproduct would be acting to a holodeck of the outside world, of course. And again, this could take any form: a cube, a sphere. Sphere is how I first came up with the idea, but it could take any form: a cube, a sphere, anything. An invisible battle suit, which would make this come in handy when it's used in a system. And I just find it fascinating, and I'm probably stating the obvious that it's probably not interesting to anybody else. But I think it's interesting that a single strand only preserves a straight line projection, and a bunch of them working in unison around a common center creates a sort of a sphere of radiation of light going in and coming out at all angles. A sphere, even if it's a cube, it would still project a spherical radiation of incoming and outgoing light around the visual intersection. The visual intersection of visual reality. This is what the light interface is, a concentrated visual intersection. And you can hide something inside here in between the outside shell and the inner light interface, which for a cloaked portal, it would just be another interface that would have a distant holodeck in it. So I believe I'm just repeating myself, I'm not sure. But I call this an interesting congruency of light paths only through systems of individual 3D pixel units. Light going in, light going in, light going out. Surface of cube, outer and inner 3D pixels, wiring bundles, light interface. Right. So, thanks a lot.